We are at the start of the season. We are going to the gym tonight. We've got a game. But what are we doing right now? We're looking at plays. Stick around. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Greg Austin with A Better Official. We're looking at plays, and we're getting started right away with a You Make the Call play. What do you have on this play?
Simpson and Zagrozny talking right in front of us.
Here's Simpson. And it looks like it's going to be zone defending now on the sideline here. There's the lob.
A throw-in goes in the basket. What do you have on this play? End of game play. 0.2 on the clock play. What do you have on this one? Put your ruling down in the comments and stick around to the end of the video. You know we're going to look at play number 1. With that, let's look at play number 2. All right. Calling official rules a 3-second violation. Not very common with this calling official, right? And fails to get their hand up to stop the clock. But, right. So let's look at all of the things on this play. A 3-second violation and just our key takeaways in a situation like this. I'm going to turn that on. No, I'm going to stop and straighten. Okay, so we have nothing going on in the lane. Player catches the ball here, right, and makes a move towards the basket. All legal, all legal. Gives it to a teammate, and we have a crowded situation, and they stop. They are 1 foot in, right? This is really not the key part of the play, but then they end up with the ball here. They've been in the lane. They're making a move towards the basket. But then they stop, right? If a player makes a move, a basketball move towards the basket, we are to suspend the count, right? This non-visible count that we have in our head. We suspend the count. When this player stops and does not make a move, and especially when they pass the basketball, this becomes an obvious 3-second violation, right? A lot of times we're going to adjudicate these plays based on the advantage gained when early on, when the player gets the ball and they have 1 foot in the lane here, right? Things got to be inadvertent for the player, but in the end, they have been in the lane. We suspended, allowing them to make their move. They did not complete their move. This is a 3-second violation by rule. We want to, not put frivolous 3-second violations into the game, but we want to be aware when players are gaining an advantage by being in the lane.
Inbounds. Colton threw it off the back of a Moreau player and grabbed it back and went in.
The old throw-in off the back play, right? When we review plays like this, what we want to make sure are we understand all of the restrictions on players, right? First of all, when you see a defender with their back turned, as in this play, right? We just, like, antennas can go up just a little bit, right? Knowing that if we have a smart thrower, they may take advantage of that player, right? So the key things are our thrower needs to release the ball before they enter the court, This player does that. They throw the ball, then they step to the court, and then once they pick up the ball, we have to make sure they have inbound status. What does it take to have inbound status on a play like this? Something in, nothing out, right? So they could jump or take a step forward, put a foot down on the court, lift their foot that used to be out of bounds. They have established as an inbounds player on this play, right? Of course, our disadvantage as the administering official here is on an end line throw-in, we are instructed to hand the ball to the thrower. So we're in close proximity to the thrower, who in this instance takes action really quickly, right? And so the action is we don't have our best perspective. So we want to give that ball, step back, be aware of all the things, and get this easy play right. All right. 2 different colored shoes. We always like that. Right? Hard to get the clock started on a play like this. So just a simple reminder about throw-ins. We have the throw-in that entered the basket. We have a throw-in that's thrown off a defensive player. Just want to be aware of these situations when they may occur. They're not going to occur when a defender's, attempting to defend the throw-in. But when they have their back turned, at least the door is open to that. Be aware. Is the player out of bounds when they release? Is the player inbounds when they catch? And get ready to, judge the action on the resulting play. Things can happen really quick in that scenario. Nice work by our calling official on this play. I'm not sure this mechanic was even in the book yet. All right, so what do we do? At the spot of the foul, right? We indicate we have a foul. We designate the spot. This is all fantastic. Move to the reporting area on a play where it's the get off me play, right? You have a defender who is closely guarding, right? A player with the ball. Maybe that player's off balance and they feel the pressure. They are bothered by the pressure and they say, get off me, right? So in this instance, we have an elbow contact by the ball handler. What are our options by rule? NFHS. Obviously, we can ignore. We can rule a foul, a common foul, which in this instance would be a player control foul. We could rule an intentional foul for excessive contact, or we could rule a flagrant foul for a contact that is violent and savage in nature. When a player takes this action and contacts the opponent, whether it's in their torso, their shoulder, or their head, all those options are available, right? If we had a pivoting player, not on this play, but a pivoting player who pivots with the ball and with their elbows extended and in a natural turn of their body, you could have arm contact, elbow contact to an opponent, and it be a no call. It could be, right? The player was legal in what they did. There was contact that we judged to be incidental, right? Or we could have player control as we do in this instance. One caveat I would have is on a play like this, when you are the calling official and you have your ruling, I have a common foul, I have player control, we're going the other way, we're throwing in there, is if we just give our partners a moment, right? In this situation, the ball is in the trail's lap. This is not really a two official scenario, but if we just don't be in a hurry and just allow the game and our partners, if they have something different or think we need to consider an upgrade, to allow us, to give them a moment where they can say, hey, I need to go get my partner and give them some information on the play. So that's all I'd say on this play. is just if we give a moment, right, in our movement to go report that allows our partners, if we're unsure at all about what we have on the play, we're going to be in better position.
Matthew Gate, number 25 of the Brazil. Lay hard, make the shooter. Shooting one.
All right, so at the start of the season, what are we doing? When we look at our own game video and looking at our habits and fundamentals on the court, we're looking at discipline, right? Am I aware of the system that we're working? And am I disciplined in my approach to the system that we're working? And when we have situations that arise, such as a double whistle and 2 defenders, the fact that we should communicate as a crew, recognize, right? So we have discipline, we have recognition, and we have an understanding of the system that can all come into play. So when we look at our game video, when I look at my game video, this is what we are looking at. We have a double whistle, center, and lead. Let's look at a play from the top. And we have a key component here as well, where the coach is teaching our calling official some dance moves. All right, so who is guarding whom on this play? This primary matchup, this one, belongs to the center official on this play. This is a transition play. Our lead is getting to the end line. Our lead should be picking up secondary defenders here in this situation. Who is officiating whom, right? We have a curl or a turn away from the center official, but the center official has to be officiating this on-ball matchup on this play, and also a possible swipe down by this defender here. And our lead official has to pick up this defender who's coming at our shooter here, right? So I would say this defender belongs to this official. We've got a gesticulating coach. We have a double whistle on the play. Okay? So when we have a double whistle, we have to recognize that fact. If our center official says, you got it, partner, right, and gives it up right away or something like this, but we have to be aware, wait, did you have a foul like on a swipe down by another defender, etc.? We just need to communicate in a situation like this, recognize that we have a double whistle, indicate what you have, etc., communicate. This does not have to be a lengthy process, right? It's an obvious foul in the end, but we want to be aware of those things. Okay. And then another key takeaway on a play like this is we have to recognize that coaches can be very, very valuable instructors of popular dance moves. And they've got a little something for, oh, yeah. We like that. All right. So as we approach the new season, right, we're just trying to get ourselves oriented with understanding the system that we're working, understand who is officiating whom on plays, allowing the system to work. And when we have a situation where we have a double whistle, such as this, go through the process, right? If it's quick and easy, hey, partner, that's yours, all yours. Like, if I'm at center in this situation, I should not have blown my whistle. I made a mistake, partner, that's all you, right? And then we can just go. But when in a multiple defender situation, let's communicate, make sure this is what I have, this, that you don't have something first on the play. Yeah. That's why we analyze our game video.
Counting here is Abdul Evans. Over there to Delbray. Hand off to Evans. Here's Harrison. Puts it up. Can't make it. Rebound there for Sohn.
7
seconds to go. Here's a drive here for Delbray. Kicks it back out. 3-point attempt. And it's good for Devin Sohn. And it's over.
No, I think LaSalle got a timeout.
Oh, so timeout. Timeout for LaSalle. Can we do it? They do have 2 timeouts remaining. So they're going to have to reset the clock.
Boy, Devin Sohn, 3-ball corner pocket. 1.2, possibly. The refs are trying to look at it right now, and great job by Michael.
All right, a super exciting play. What a thrilling shot by this kid. Down by 2. Lots of great action. Our crew on this game did a fantastic job. Fantastic job. Then we got an end-of-game situation, right? This is where we want to bring all of our skills to bear. Right? That player caught the basketball, was going down. Did they travel? No, man, it's got to be a super obvious. He got rid of it before. That's just a great shot. That's just a great shot. But of course, in this situation, we need to have heightened awareness about the clocks. Heightened awareness. What do we expect to have happen? A team has just been scored upon with a small amount of time remaining. We need to fight to get that time right, right? But we have to have a timeout request, and who's going to be aware, etc. We notice on this clip, our center official looks down the court. Did they have an open look? Did the coach request the timeout? We note that a player requests a timeout here. We can look at that. But just great action, right? This drive to the basket, no, there's nothing there. Player got rid of the ball before they went down. Nothing there. Deflection there. Time running down. This is just a suspenseful moment, and the kid drains the 3, right? If we look at it, when does the ball pass through? So in a perfect world, our number is 2.4. That's in a perfect world. Right? Let's the old lead, new trail here. Right? Our player requests a timeout at 1.2, but our lead is looking up the court at the bench. Should the lead have to, in this instance, when we've got a center and trail who should be aware of the same thing? Right. So in the end, this crew ends up putting 0.9 on the clock. After they put 0.9, we have an end line throw in. They throw it. It's deflected out of bounds, and it led to that last second shot, or the last second throw in at 0.2. So we recognize that the correct number was 2.4 if a timeout was being requested, and we end up at 0.9. We've really cost the team a lot of opportunity, right? So as always, we want to be aware. Do we know that the coach was requesting a timeout? No, we don't. But as we approach the season and we get into end of game situations, we just want to recognize that in end of game situations, we have to be fantastic. We don't have monitors to go to get the correct number, etc. And the way that we do that is we just have to be aware, anticipate what is expected in the game in this situation. As an outside official, knowing what the number was when the ball went through, immediately looking to be aware, is this team requesting a timeout? And if we can get that correct, then we can get the correct number or much, much closer to the correct number in that situation. So as we always say, end of game situations bring all of our skills to bear. And we want to be our best at the end of the game. It could be a freshman boys game. It could be a state final game such as this game here. But that's what we are working towards as basketball officials. All right, this is a play from my personal Hall of Shame. Missed call as a trail in this situation. First of all, for whatever reason, this is a tournament game. These two teams showed up. These were their uniforms. This is a collegiate game, so they don't have to be wearing white as the home team, but obviously this put a lot of pressure on the officiating crew to have the right. But we have our off-ball player push off on black 2 to get the open look, and this is a missed call. That was a foul. That was a team control play without the ball pushed to get open. Our defender wasn't in great position, but the action should have been ruled a foul. Now, why would our trail official make this mistake? Right? That's what we wanted, because we missed a call. Why did we miss a call? Let's take a look. Right? One of the problems that many officials have, this official included, is they are excited about what's going on with the basketball. Now we have a dual coverage area play. This belongs to the center. If you're the trail official, you have to officiate off ball, right? I assume this player passed to the post. We need to stay with that player. We need to be aware of this player action as well, but this would be our leads, right? This high post action here and here. Our lead could pick this up. We just have to figure out what am I officiating. And in the end, this matchup is unofficiated. And this belonged to the trail official, right? You just have to recognize that fact. You just have to own it, right? That was my matchup. I missed the obvious foul. It's just results, man. It's just results. That extension is a foul. Our player was off balance, right? Does that make a difference? No, it doesn't. Officiating players with wearing these uniforms is tough. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right? So when we analyze our game video, we just have to identify the situations that lead us into unofficiated action, right? Again, working the system, understanding the system, implementing the system, knowing who you are responsible to officiate as well. All these factors come into play. That's why we look at game video, so we can identify mistakes we may have made, opportunities for improvement, etc. Yeah, that's right. Hey, back at the start of the show, we had that throw-in play. Let's look back at play number 1.
Simpson and Zagrozny talking right in front of us.
Here's Simpson. And it looks like it's going to be zone defending now on the sideline here. There's the lob. That's not going to count.
No.
That will not count.
That's a violation.
Yeah, because nobody touched it. It went out of bounds.
Yeah. It's a violation.
Yes.
The ball's going to go back to Classical.
And timeout for Classical. So, yeah, I mean, obviously a great shot by Simpson.
All right, end of game play. 0.2 on the clock. The team cannot catch and shoot. They're obviously going to do something at the basket. Our throw-in pass is thrown and enters the basket. Of course, this is a throw-in violation by rule. A letdown. We have a 1-point game, chance to tie. We're waiting for that play at the basket. No, not on this one. Obvious violation. Key things here we need to be aware of is, did the clock start? Right, in this situation, 0.2. We know what the number is going in, etc. We have a moment of confusion. One official steps forward and says, yes, this is what we got. This is what we got, right? So it's great to see these plays in the wild, just so that when they occur in our game, we're not flummoxed. But this is a throw-in violation by rule to throw a ball that enters either basket on the throw-in. And our officials in this game, although disappointed they didn't get a last-second shot, make the correct ruling in the game. So what we like to see are these plays, these unique plays, so that when they occur in our game, we are ready to officiate them correctly. And we're not surprised. Do allow me to thank our tremendous show supporters who help fuel our broadcast. Much appreciated and much love. As always, we have additional video content for you. We'll see you in the very next video. Take care, everybody.